Listen, kid. There are two things you don't know about the Earth. One is me, and the other is Godzilla.
It's too perfect.
You are literally glowing.
You've hit the level of perfection, and now you
stole my heart?
You've just come out of the water. You're fresh from the water. You're a mermaid. You're here.
How are you so fucking shiny?
Can you fetch me an inhaler? Because I can't breathe.
My eyes.
I'm physically unable.
My eyes hurt so bad from your beauty.
Excuse me, ladies.
Oh.
There's a party to get to.
Hi there. My name is Tom Chick. You're watching the 2:45 live stream of Pillars of Eternity, where I want to talk about the combat. I live streamed this last week, so sorry it's a repeat. Assuming that I stick with this, there's probably going to be a lot more of it. I understand this is a long game, like at least, 6 to 8 hours of gameplay. I'm Tom Chick, I mentioned that, right? In an hour, we're going to do a drawing for Request Wednesday. If you don't want to see a lot more Pillars of Eternity 1, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself, now's your chance to force me to live stream something else on Wednesday, because Wednesdays are Request Wednesdays, so whatever you vote for, we're going to do a drawing in an hour. If you've got something you'd like to see live streamed, just type in the chat, I vote for Pillars of Eternity. You could vote for that. And then the lovely and talented, actually, who's taking votes? Is it Lord Kosk? Is his Markets in there? Someone will take your vote, I presume. If not, just type it all in capital letters and I'll eventually see it and write it down. So let's see. I played this before. I always feel bad when I live stream a game and then keep playing it and realize how little I understood or how incorrectly I understood something during the live stream. And that's the case with a lot of what was going on with combat in Pillars of Eternity 1 for the live stream was it Friday? I guess, yeah, last week. So I want to talk about the combat because a friend of mine was complaining. He implied that a lot of the numbers in this game are, in RPGs like this, are poorly explained. You don't know why you should pick one weapon over the other. And I couldn't disagree more, especially in terms of this game. I think it also applies to Pathfinder Kingmaker. I love these super complex RPGs. Oh, look, I have a Stronghold development. Oh, actually, no, it's not a development. I collected taxes, and the bandits took most of it. Jerks. Which just means I'm going to have to build some defenses. Do I have something being built? Yes, okay. We got 3 more hours before our merchant stalls are finished. So, because also this real-time combat is different, of course, well, Pillars of Eternity 2 added turn-based combat, and I hear great things about that. But I think there's still a lot to be said for this real-time combat. Now, it's easy for me to claim that. I haven't seen the turn-based combat. But I really like, so far, all the information you get here, all the detail, the degree of control. I had issues last time I live streamed where somebody wouldn't be attacking during a battle, and I've figured out why that happens and why that doesn't happen. So here we are. Let me show you the map. I'm in these catacombs. Do you guys care about backstory? I mean, it's kind of why I'm playing, I guess, is for the narrative. I'm in these catacombs because there's a temple that I'm supposed to visit in Defiance Bay, and you get there and the temple's basically collapsed. It's ruins. It's no longer there. But they explain that, like a ghost tells you, but if you go underground, there's an underground part of the temple, and maybe what you need is down there. Now, to get there, you have to go through the catacombs. So that's where, oh, there's Pony Carnival, who's saying, let's see, the different categories of numbers interact when one category is more important than the other. It's the main problem compounded by the chaos. Yeah, so Pony Carnival thinks that the chaos of the real-time combat, and he'll point out examples of how different categories. Pony Carnival, I'll read whatever you point out because I'm happy to. So much information in detail, it ends up in a giant fur ball. Yeah, you don't have to play this as a giant fur ball. You can, and here's one thing that I've since figured out.
Hey.
When you move your dudes around, first of all, you can set. I've got my guys sneaking because I was kind of exploring. Oh, also look at this. I figured out how pets work. I have a pet cat in here. It's very much like an RTS, like a Total War game. In the previously, I was like setting this right here and just choosing something. And I didn't quite realize that you could move people around for where they are in the formation. And then I would just click and they would walk somewhere. And oh, I've only selected one of the guys. And they would walk somewhere and it just looked like a mess, doesn't it? But one of the things that Pillars of Eternity wants you to do is, like a Shogun game, look at this. If I'm holding down the right click, it's setting a formation that they're going to walk towards. And if it bunches up against the wall, it's showing me how the formation will change. So if we come to the top of these stairs with my point guy, who's my main character up front, this is what they're going to try to walk towards. Now, as soon as I see an enemy, by the way, the game will pause. Alternatively, at any time I want, I can hit the X button and they just stop moving. A lot of this is Pony Carnival. You could do that in Baldur's Gate. Oh yeah, I'm not claiming that any of this is unique. I'm just claiming this is stuff that I have since found out since the live stream on Friday, where I was just left clicking and people would go somewhere. My basic assertion is that this is the same skills that you use in a good real-time strategy game will serve you here. Because of course, it's real-time combat. So we've got a couple of skeletons in here. And this also, I kind of feel bad about it. So there's a couple of skeletons. I'm going to fight them. As soon as they see me, they'll go aggro and they'll run towards me. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick my 2 melee dudes here in the doorway, and they're going to tank while the ranged dudes just hang out back here. So another thing I've done is the melee dudes, I've got them on one group of hotkeys, and I'm just going to tell them, you guys come right up there. And I think only one of them actually will be able to fight in the doorway. And then I'll have my ranged dudes just sort of line up back out here and give them movement orders. Now, it's paused because as it shows you down here, and all of this too, you can mess with all of this. I think this is invaluable to decide, okay, when do I want it to pause, when do I not want it to pause? Early on, have it pause more often than not. And then as things pause and you're reading down here why they pause, you might realize, okay, well, I don't need to stop at that point, and then go up here and change it. So right now it's paused because combat started. So if I wanted to change anything, because maybe I accidentally just gave movement orders, now would be the time to do it. Look, I also have a little fox. Were you guys here when I met Sagani? Guess not. She's a lady dwarf ranger who has a fox, and they're basically Inuit. They're boreal dwarves. Okay, if you're in Twitch, by the way, I should have the new emoticons that someone named Nota Bene, which is Latin for, hey, pay attention to this. He was kind enough, or she, I think it's a dude, to make me, oh, and Richard Holt, first place with 3 pyramids, to make me some emoticons. And I've got chickens right now. There's others that are on the, there, is that it? Is that it? Yeah. So I think those are, now I think you guys are supposed to be able to get that instead of the stars. I'm not sure how this works. I'll look at it later. But I think, yeah, there are Tom chickens there. Exactly. Marketson says. So if you're on YouTube, you're missing the Tom chickens. Okay, so we don't need to pause the combat. I've got orders. My guys, I've got them where they want to be. I'm just going to unpause. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. No, why did they stop moving? All right, well, right away. You guys get in the doorway. All right, so everybody's in position now. My melee guys are up here. You can see they're engaged. They're not going to let the skeletons through, and there's only 2 of them. This is going to be a sad excuse for a battle. And here's all my ranged dudes, and you'll note everybody's doing an action. Everybody's attacking. And part of that, actually, my Aloth, my elf wizard, he's not attacking yet because he's moving over here. He's been told, hey, move there. And then once he gets there, he'll start attacking. Now, what was happening before is I would give someone a spell ability. Like, let's see. Let's give this guy the ability. He's got this little burning flames of devotion. By the way, I also like this. Skeletons, super resistant to piercing damage, of course, as we all know. So, for instance, Sagani's bow, I think Durance has, I gave him a crossbow. And then certainly the arquebus. Will not do a lot of damage. And it should pause. Yeah, exactly. That was an auto pause there. Ader, who's using, what does he have? Just a sword, of course. So, by the way, so I'm going to switch him to this thing right here, which is the poleaxe, which I've got specifically in case I want to do crush damage. So he'll switch to that. So it did pause because basically it is saying, and we can look here, that Ader's weapon is doing bupkis. And how do we know that? Well, we know that because there's a message here. But we also know that, and you guys might have seen me drooling over these little numbers here, this little thing here. We can look, too, Ader's last attack. He has an accuracy of 37, the skeleton's defense, and there are 4 defenses for any given creature based on what's attacking them. For instance, you have a separate defense against a paralyzed spell than you do against being poisoned, or than you do against being attacked by a slashing weapon. So there are 4 different numbers that are a character's defense. And the skeleton, and I can actually look at him. What is his 26? Oh, no, wait, that was him attacking the skeleton. The skeleton, I can see there, is the, where is it? So yeah, my accuracy is 37, the skeleton's defense is 26. What is that attacking with the, I think as I switched weapons, that might have changed. Why is my accuracy 41? Oh, it is because I switched the weapon. Right, okay, so the instant I pressed the button, this is now the stat for the poleaxe. All right. Well, at any rate, so this is old news. This is outdated because the other weapon that he was using, the sword, was strictly a slash weapon. And you will note here, you can see the skeleton has a damage resistance of 21 to the slash weapon, which means in using a weapon that does between 13 and 19 points of damage, the skeleton's damage resistance against his damage type is going to completely, not completely because there's a rule, 20% of your damage will make it through damage resistance. Like, damage resistance can never reduce damage down to 0. It can reduce it down to 20% of its total. But the damage resistance was intercepting all but 20% of whatever damage he was rolling. So it paused, and I've actually left it like that. I can turn off this pause on weapon ineffective. Where is it? Yeah, I can turn this off if I want, but I actually like this being turned on because I've equipped some of my characters, as is the situation here, with different weapon sets based on what they're fighting, especially now that I'm running into skeletons. That's where I started to notice, wait a minute, why does it keep pausing? Oh, because these guys are using piercing weapons, swords and bows and whatnot, against skeletons. So I gave him this poleaxe, which does crush damage, and now presumably it will stop pausing. All right, and you can see here, by the way, the damage resistance is 21. I rolled 17.5 damage, and if I had a calculator, I could figure this out. 3.5 is 20% of that. So his 17 points of damage, which is what he rolled, was pitted against a damage resistance of 21, which normally would be 0, but the rule is that the minimum is 20% of your damage. So that's the game's way of just saying, hey, this weapon isn't working very well. Now, I've also got it, and this is something I didn't realize as well. This AI behavior, for some reason, and I don't know why, because the interface makes it pretty clear, each character, this little panel, this row of buttons here, is stuff specific to that character. But for some reason, I was thinking this AI behavior thing was a global setting. So I didn't mess with it. So I was putting this on defensive and not realizing, and it wasn't applying to characters. And I was like, well, wait, what's going on? Of course, they've all got their own AI setting. And one of the things that made this very clear is this right here for class behavior. So for instance, let me show you the one I'm having an issue with. This right here, this fella is a chanter, and I still have not I don't quite understand how chanters work, and that's on me because this game actually has a manual. You can right click on it and read a manual, and the manual explains all the spells and the classes, and there's a bit in there about chanters and their different chants. But what I do know about him is when he goes into battle, he starts doing this chant, and when he gets a certain number of phrases, which over time, I think it's just how long he's been chanting, he can cast these spells, and he's got these 3 spells. He started with 2 of them. I gave him 1 of them. This right here summons a bunch of skeletons, and skeletons are melee guys. They're friendly skeletons for me. My skeletons aren't going to be useful here because I don't need more melee fighters because there's no more frontage, as you might say in a war game. So I don't need him casting skeletons. However, if you look here at the AI behavior, I can set these. Look, these verbs here, these adjectives, words, whatever, are specific to the class. And you can even see by the description. It's for a chanter. If I put him on aggressive, it says he's going to emphasize offense-oriented invocations. And it lists specifically the kinds of ones he's going to cast. Summoner, of course, is what I had him on, but I would get in situations where he would summon all these skeletons, and the skeletons wouldn't be able to even get to the battle. Or they would, like, I don't need him summoning skeletons. So depending on what I set him on, he may or may not have that in his rotation of spells that he fires off automatically. Now I can turn that off. I can just have this set, and actually I'm kind of tempted to do that, to no class behavior, and then this auto attack just means he's just going to regularly shoot his arquebus. And then I can keep an eye on when one of these is available. And I can see that little number there. When that gets to 3, he can fire off any of these. When I've got him on his class behavior, whenever this gets to 3, he would use one of these. And the weird thing about these 3 is 2 of them are kind of useless. This right here, the thunder rolled like waves on black seas, that is an area effect just in a cone, a fairly short range cone, directly in front of him. How short range, actually? 3.7 meters. Yeah, so not very far at all, which is basically right here. Like where I'm sort of making an arc with the cursor. So when he's in his auto class behavior, he won't do that because there's no one standing there. This right here, I love the funky names for the chanter spells. White worms writhed in the bellies of the dead. Yeah, they did. This requires a corpse on the ground. So he would get to 3 phrases. There would be no one standing in front of this. Because one of the things, by the way, that I don't think... Oh, no, auto attack, you can tell someone to move to the closest enemy. I was going to say one of the things the AI won't do for you is positioning. That's mainly on you. But that's certainly the case with the ranged guys. And that's, again, an AI setting. You can tell them, hey, move to your closest target. But I didn't have the AI set for him to actually, I think it's on aggressive, they'll walk up to someone on their own. But because I wasn't moving him, this little air cone that pushes things back, that wouldn't have affected anyone. There wouldn't have been a corpse. So he would just, when he would get to 3 phrases, because this isn't something, this just is something that builds up in any given battle. It's not like it has a limited number of charges. It's just based on how long he's been in battle, how long he's been chanting. He would summon these 3 skeletons, and they would pop up, and they would kind of get in the way and not be very useful. So I was looking for a way to turn them off, and I don't think if he's on his class AI setting, I don't think you can do that because all of them, at a certain point, he will resort to one of his, what's called chants, invocations, whatever. He'd resort to using one of these powers. And it might be further down the list, but at this point he's only got 3 of them. So he's constantly popping off skeletons that are useless. No skin off my back, but I was like, why is he doing that? Stop doing that, and then realizing, oh, he's doing that because none of these other 2 are useful. It's the only thing that's remotely useful. So at any rate, why did I explain all that? Oh, that was me basically realizing that all of these AI settings are distinct to certain characters and classes. So class behavior for this fighter, aggressive and hold ground. And I've got him on hold ground because he's tanking. And one of his abilities is he can engage multiple characters at a penalty to his deflection, to his defense. So he just holds ground, and look at his awesome hat. You can also see, look at that hat. I found a great hat, and again, the stats in this game, this is a duelist hat. Oh, it doesn't do anything. It just looked good. I gave it to him because it looked awesome. All right, so it's a cosmetic hat. All right, Pony Carnival, AI, if I wanted to watch a game play itself. Well, Pony Carnival, you don't have to. See that? It's off. It's off. 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 There. The characters won't do anything unless I tell them to. But I think the way that Baldur's Gate, listen, he's got me talking about Baldur's Gate. I think the way that Pillars of Eternity wants you to play it is to mess around with these settings and to decide things like where you position your characters, when to jump in and use these little special abilities per encounter, which we'll go ahead and pop one of those off. And actually, I don't think he can reach combat. He does not have an engagement line. Let me see if I can do this knockdown. Yeah, I don't think he can get in there. Oh, and we have, what is this? A skeletal ranger back there. So I think what I think what Pillars of Eternity wants you to do is to get these set up and then just let the battles sort of play out and watch over them. And I also figured out, I don't know if you guys remember, I was like, wait a minute, I want these little dots that show how much endurance they have left and what they're doing. I want those all to stay there. It's the tab key. Oh, look at my pet. He's called the cutest cat. I did not name it that. So I think what it wants you to do, or the way it's expecting you to play, is set all this up the way you want, equip your characters, give them skills that they want, choose the AI settings, and then just let the battle run, which I'm going to do now, and keep an eye out for any crises. Now in a turn-based mode, I would have to do every single one of these. I have to click, okay, attack, 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 end turn, attack, 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 end turn. Here, and this is a trivially easy battle because it's just two skeletons, a third one joined in. Look at the poor little fox can't get into battle. And you'll note, look, so because I don't have them set, oh, there we go. I was gonna say he wasn't moving into battle. Why did he move into battle? Defensive. The character will actively seek out nearby enemies. Okay, right. If I'd put him on that, he wouldn't move. So I do have them set to walk up into battle if they need to. And a skeletal wizard. All right. So I will just select my ranged guys and I'll shoot through the doorway. And I can see here too, like nobody's hurt. You know, none of these things are hurt. There's a little bit of endurance damage here. Oh, this guy. How does this guy keep getting hurt? I don't know what his deal is. And that's another thing too, is with these little skills, which are secondary abilities, there's only 5 of them. Everybody shares them. And they're different from things like traits and abilities you get later on. These skills here are useful in different ways. And one of the ways that they're useful is it athletic? Yeah. Athletics at level 1 gives everybody this self-healing second wind right here, which is your first resort, like the first thing you want to do when you see someone starting to lose endurance is pop that off. All right, the skeletal wizard. Oh, I'm paused. So, who killed the skeletal wizard? We can look. Sagani. Sagani has an accuracy of 65. The skeletal wizard. Now, does the skeletal wizard not have the damage? So, I guess the skeletal wizard can take damage from Pierce, because he's only got 4.5 damage resistance. All right. So, Sagani has an accuracy of 65. The skeleton has a defense of 19. The differential there is 46 points in my favor. You then roll a 100-sided die. And all this is in these help files right here. No, it's in journal. All this is in the cyclopedia here. There's also a wiki online that I started to read and then realized, oh, wait a minute, all of it's in here. Where was it? Yeah, combat mechanics. You then roll a D100 and you apply that differential. The resulting number, if it's over 100, it's a critical hit. If it's over 50, it's a regular hit. If it's below 50, it's what's called a graze. And I'd have to look that up, how much. I think a graze is just minimum damage. Actually, I think a graze is just half damage. And if it's below 15, it's a miss. So everybody here for their attack is rolling a D100, and they are adding to it the differential between their accuracy and whatever defensive value the defender applies to that attack. And that's what these four numbers here are. There's deflection, there's fortitude, reflex, and will. So basically your mental defense, your dexterity-based defense, your constitutional defense, and how much armor you're wearing. And look at this, all the numbers spelled out. We can even see here he's got a bonus to fortitude because of, at the sight of their comrades, their hearts grew bold. What is that? And you can see it's attributed to Kana. That's one of those chants that he's doing. It adds 10 to his fortitude. So if we see someone try to paralyze him, for instance, a paralysis, it'll have an accuracy, that attack. And from that accuracy, 43 points will be subtracted. Then a D100 is rolled. If it's over a 50, it's a hit. If it's below 50, it's a graze or a miss. So all of this is right here. Like if you want to know what numbers do, if you want to know what to equip, understanding that combat model is all there is to it. If I look here at this weapon, I can see the damage range. I see what sort of damage it does. I see that it uses accuracy against deflection. Well, how do I know what your accuracy is? It's right over here. Look. Base 30 at fighter, plus 2 for perception, plus 9 for the level he is, and the shield is taking 4 points of accuracy from him. Which is one of the reasons if you don't use a shield, oh, it can't be changed in combat, of course. It doesn't realize the combat has ended. It lets everybody's like phasing turn expire, and then the combat's over. So what that was right there was a trivially easy battle. Basically, that was like equivalent of a trash mob, and I normally wouldn't have paid any attention to it, meaningful attention to it. I just would have watched everybody's tabs as we fought, and if there were any crises that came up, I would jump in. Maybe I might jump in and start to use these little per encounter abilities, which I can also, I think if I were to give him aggressive, yeah, I can tell him to just start using it at his first opportunity. Or I can save it and I can jump in whenever I want to use it. At this point I'm saving it, he's my main character. And the same with this guy's knockdown ability, is I can go in here and I can decide if I use aggressive, he'll use knockdown. I guess disciplined barrage is something I get later, at the first opportunity. But I don't have him doing that, I have him holding ground. And then I'll jump in and have him knock people over as needed. So if you were to play that in a turn-based combat, you would have to do every single turn. If you play that in Pillars of Eternity 1 in real time, and I'm assuming Pillars of Eternity 2, it just goes by quickly. None of these, it doesn't get, and that was one of my problems with Divine Divinity. Wait, Divine Divinity Original Sin, am I even saying that right? Divinity Original Sin, I think, that's the name of it. Is every battle was turn-based, even ones that I didn't really care about. And that was fine, the turn-based combat in that was cool, but some of the battles definitely didn't matter.
I'm here.
Okay, so let's loot people. It's all just junk that skeletons have, and I'm just going to put it into the stash. And let's just see what was up in here. So this is the catacombs. Here's an area I haven't looked in. This is like a sort of a sewer. Here's some catacombs over here. I think there was a doorway over here I didn't want to check yet. I wanted to finish this up. And then over here was some big giant, like, animated mushroom that I haven't seen yet. Richard Holt, yeah, Divinity Original Sin. Pony Carnival, that's not what I was saying at all. Real-time combat is good because battles are boring, he says. It sounds like a game design issue. Pony Carnival, it's a matter of not all battles are equally important. And I'm not saying that was boring. I wasn't bored with that. I like watching. Like, there was a lot of stuff going on. Here, let's do another battle. Why is it paused? Oh, this dank spore I've seen, but I can't fight it yet, so I don't need to mess with that. We'll go fight it in a minute. Oh, and let's also do scouting, because scouting helps you find little hidden things, and it helps you avoid traps. So these are all catacombs. I can look in them. Why can't I look in the middle? Oh, there it is. And there's a skeletal fighter. All right, so here's boring Pony Carnival. Let's just go ahead and get everyone back here. Let's unscout. And then I'm just going to left-click, hit tab, and this battle's going to go super quick. Although, actually, what is he? Skeletal fighters. He just, no, he's not even that particularly great armor. And look, everybody's doing something. It paused because Ader doesn't have, I went back to his sword, so I can click that, and now his weapon is effective. And he's got 3 stars. Everybody's doing something, reloading their gun and their crossbow. Durance has a crossbow. Kana has an arquebus. So here's another thing that I have turned on because I'm wanting to get a sense of what different monsters can do. You can also, on the auto pause when somebody starts a spell, right here. And then basically a spell isn't just necessarily a magical spell, it's an ability. And they just call it casting. So it's pausing now because this skeletal fighter is doing something called vigorous defense. And you also can do certain attacks to do interrupts. And there's certain even spells that are interrupts that are super fast. Certain weapons are better at interrupting. And all of that, by the way, right here. Interrupt is how likely you are to interrupt something. Concentration is how safe you are against interrupts. So it's pausing because the skeleton's doing something called vigorous defense, which if it was something, and I actually know what that is, I've seen the skeletons do that before, I don't really care about that, but as I'm fighting new monsters, like we're going to go fight this dank spore in a minute, I don't know what that does. So as soon as it does something other than its auto attack, the game is going to pause and it's going to tell me about it. So I'll just let that go by. There, that was the whole battle. In the time it would have taken me to play 1 turn in turn-based battle. And I think that's one of the advantages of real-time combat, is when battles don't matter that much, just let them go by in real time. Just sort of enjoy the sight of your party, running around, fighting, slashing, firing their arquebus, casting spells. Here's another thing, too, that I didn't realize. So I have 302 of these things called skates, copper skates. And it says value 1 copper piece. What? So there are different denominations in this game. And it's not like 10 copper is 1 silver and 10 silver is 1 gold and 100 gold is 1 platinum. I mean, it is kind of like that, but they all have their different currencies related to different empires, which I think, where did I read about that? That's got to have been, is it under lore? There was somewhere, and there was somewhere where I saw a breakdown of what the different currencies are. So whatever these skates are, I think it's an Ader. The Ader Empire, yeah. So each of these is worth 1 copper piece, and there's 302 of them. I think it's actually this is the number of them. Actually, I can verify this because I was wanting to watch this. So I've got 1,606. So yeah, of course, when I add these, it's going to be 1,908. And what's that? Just spear I'll take, right? Yeah, 1908. So, but you can find different. You guys might have seen when I was playing Friday, I was finding these things called silver louches. And those were worth more than 1 copper piece. All right, let's go clear out. This also, see this? I'll go read this. This is some in-game list. I don't know if, like, I guess this must be like Kickstarter backers. All right. I saw one of these before, and it looked weirdly like developers that had died during the creation of the game. But this has got it. Yeah, okay, there you go. Master Burrito Mancer. Chipotle sucks. Yeah, so, okay. Thanks, backers. Some nice armor. Everybody's got the armor that they need, though, so basically this is just something to take to sell. Oh, and more of these. Pumpkin the Quarg. Taco Cat is Taco Cat backwards. Ugh, yeah, okay, that'll teach me to click on those. So here's another one. Robert Bowling. With great power comes great response. All right. I mean, I guess that's kind of cool of them. So here are copper pans. How are those different from skates? They're Deerwoodian. Skates are the currency in the Air Empire. The Deerwoods use pans. And there's also, is that a rod? A scepter. Yeah. Oops. Alright, so now let's go do a battle where there is going to be something unknown, because I've never seen one of those dark spore things. Here we go, dank spore. So it's just telling me, hey, you've spotted this. All I know about it is nothing. So, well, it's immune to charm, confusion, domination, frightening, paralysis, stunning, and terrifying. And it's primordial. You might have, I don't know if you remember on Friday, there's Durance has this area effect spell that does damage to vessels. Where is it? Yeah, it does a area effect damage only to foes to vessels. And I was like, wait, what? What are vessels? So whereas this is primordial, and I think the skeletons, vessels I think are undead, but they're basically, it's a lore thing. Characters that are part of this crisis. There's this crisis going on where things are being born without souls. And I think that's what the vessels are. They're part of this thing called, I'm not going to attempt the name. Alright, so is it just that one? I thought there was one over here. Alright, let's go into this mode because I just want to get close and actually see what's up here.
Cast light in dark places.
Durant saying something. Richard Holt says these things are a pain. Pony Carnivals is never multi-class. Wasn't even aware you could multi-class in here. Look at my cat. Actually, I kind of want to see what this is. So, Aloth is my person that has, like, detect traps. So I'll have him sneak up here. Find out what's deal with this corpse. Oh, and he's being seen, too. A potion of iron skin. Well, we'll take it, and... Alright, shoot. Yeah, alright, he's busted. So, everybody, unstealth. Let's get my melee guys. You guys just run on up here. And then let's get my ranged guys. You guys just sort of get information there. Is it just this? Alright, what was that? He hits Aloth for crush damage. Accuracy 49 is lame. But he rolled a 91. So, you can see also the numbers fly up as I'm doing damage. So let's see. Yeah, crush damage doesn't do much to him, so by the way, let's go ahead and switch him back to his sword.
Hey.
Look at this cat! Alright, weapon. Cassian has an ineffective weapon. What is that? Oh, crush damage, right. So he'll go to his sword. And by the way, see this here? Gaun's share heals Cassian for 2 endurance. What? And I love this amount of feedback. This weapon here, it's a flail I found called Gaun's share that whenever it attacks, it does, where did it go? 20% of the damage it does is restored as endurance. And that's just a little message telling me how well it worked. So the Dark Spore is still hitting me for crush damage and confusion. So it causes confusion, so he's confused for 7.6 seconds. What is confusion? So confusion means I can't give him orders, he will randomly act. And sometimes that means attacking friendly, sometimes it means doing nothing, and I think sometimes it means attacking the enemy. I can actually look this up here. Confusion, is it under... Confused. Every 6 seconds, the target checks randomly to do one of the following. Behave normally, attack an ally, walk in a random direction, or do nothing. So behave normally, I guess, means attack the enemy. So whatever this thing has, it's causing confusion. I can also see it doesn't have a very high deflection stat. It's only subtracting 21 from my melee attacks. Oh, look at these guys doing nothing. Why aren't you attacking? Turn the AI back on. Maybe they're just not close enough. Well, that'll do it.
How may I help?
Oh, look at him. So I don't actually know how to grab him. It's Sagani's little fox. I'm constantly forgetting him because he's a whole separate little button down here. Does he get select on backspace? Yeah, alright. Well, now he's jumping in. Okay, so what is this? So look here. Why is that red? So it's because he's not under my control. I guess he's hostile and he's walking in a random direction. Way to go. And he's confused for another second and a half, basically. Dead on. And there, he's back. Is he back? Why can't I give him an attack? Oh, because it's dead.
Hey.
Alright. Oh, shoot, there's another one. See, I knew I saw another one over here. Yeah, I can't select him yet. Oh, because he just got confused again. So Richard Holt, that must be what you're talking about when you say they're a pain. Because I know Richard Holt hates things like being stunned. Oh, I wonder, so can I put the fox on the hotkey? Control 7 for melee units. Yeah, okay, that works. Oh shoot, what is this? Trolls and sporlings. All right, okay, I should have known. All right, well, here's a battle where things might matter. So trolls, actually, I can sort of deal with. Let's go ahead. Are you still confused? You've got another. Okay, here's. Let's go ahead and have the fox. So I don't really need to tank him because it's not like this thing is going to walk up and attack me. I'm guessing it's immobile. So let's have the fox come up here and deal with these sporelings to protect our ranged guys. So fox, come attack there. Sagani, she has a halting. Where is this? Wounding shot to slow things down. She'll cast that to keep him from coming in close. You carry on. This is open enough that I would love for him to bring in some of those skeletons now. Oh, which he can do. You know what? I'll go ahead and do that for him. Come put those up there on the troll. You... Is he anywhere I could roll a fireball out? No, I don't think he's in a good position for that. All right, so you just come back down here. Durance, come on up here. He's good to sort of be near battle. He's got some area effect things. And then he's confused. I can't do anything about him. All right, so let's just unpause. All right, I think the fox can only engage one character. Look at this. So he's hostile now. So we're auto-attacking him. No, don't do that. All right, so I've got him back, right? Nope, he's still confused. Okay, look. Here are these skeletons. I wanted them to attack the troll. This skeleton attack there. Actually, this skeleton attack that sporling. You attack that sporling. You come down here and deal with this troll. Are you flanked? You are not, because they're both in front of you. All right, so you're doing fine, but go ahead and use... Which is the bigger threat? I actually don't have a sense yet for probably a troll. No, you know what? The confusion is annoying. So use your little burning attack against that. Can I see... So you'll note he has damage reduction against freezing, and I guess those drops, what does that mean? Bleeding? Is bleeding a type of damage? So, okay, so the fire, he doesn't have any sort of immunity to that. You're casting the skeletons. You are dazed, can do nothing. All right, Sagani, it looks like, yeah, both of these are engaged with her little fox. She's also got this cool thing. You can mark prey. These guys don't look that difficult, which means she gets a damage bonus as well as her fox. And Durance. Okay, you go ahead and I guess go to your... He's dealing with one... I actually didn't want him to be in combat. Alright, this is a defensive bonus. Let's put it right here to apply to all of them. Alright, autopause. So it's basically... I do have autopause set as people get close to death. And unfortunately, it thinks I care about these skeletons, because you'll note this one is down to almost no endurance, so it auto-paused for that. Sporling, ouch! Poor little, yeah, poor little fox got hit by a sporling. Alright. Alright, now that you are unconfused, I guess come over here and get this off of him. And now you're confused. That's why I can't give him orders. Shoot. Yeah, those dark spores are annoying, aren't they?
Okay.
Troll. What is this Aloth blast? What did Aloth do that caused a blast? Alright. Where's the troll going? Human skeleton has left the party, so we just had a casualty. Oh, I don't like him being confused. Alright, the sporling situation is going fine up there. Yeah, another skeleton died. Alright, so those skeletons, I guess they sort of drew aggro for a little bit. I'll give them that. And you don't have any more chance built up. Alright, let's do some fun stuff here. You need to come... I'd love for him to roll a fireball somewhere. Actually, what is this one? A fetid caress. The target becomes paralyzed. Looks like it's just one target. What is this one? Creates a bizarre and perfect... So it confuses things, but I think this is immune to confusion, right? Yeah, those guys can't be confused. Can you confuse a troll? Yes, well, actually, we don't know for sure. Oh, and there's another troll. Oh, shoot a monkey. There's two trolls. Ah! Right. All right. I'm not happy about this. Let's see. And then this is... Okay, this is just a general area. Can you daze these things? So I think they can be dazed. So then this right here will just give us a little breathing room. Poor fox. Yeah, this confusion is really probably going to kill me. Alright, endurance. These are not vessels, so that Holy Radiance won't help. This will regenerate a little endurance, but I don't really need to deal with that yet. What are some of these fun things? Zone of Divine Favor, increasing might and resolve. I'd rather debuff things. Suppressive Affliction. Oh! Oh, could I use this to turn off confusion? I guess so. That's good to know. Alright. Is anybody confused at this point? No. Good. Oh, speaking of which, let's go ahead and use that. There's no point saving the knockdown, so let's see if we can use that on a troll. Autopause. Weapon ineffective. Aloth attacking the troll. Damage reduction, crush. Alright, what is Aloth using that does crush? Is it a spell? I don't know what does crush that he's using. Oh, okay. Apparently a wand does crush damage. Alright, let's use this thing. Use your last little flames of devotion. Look like you didn't knock the troll down. We'll try again. I don't like these spore... Ah! Oh no, her dog is dead, and now she's getting attacked. Shoot a monkey. I don't think she's got anything. Okay, well, let's go ahead and use that. Dagnabbit. Got overrun by sporelings. There's no one who can come save her, so Aloth is being hit by 2 sporelings. She's being attacked by 2 sporelings. He's got both of the trolls on him. And then these guys... Yeah, he's fighting this troll. He's trying to fight this stupid dank spore. Alright, we might get a reload. Can we bring in these skeletons again? Let's bring in these skeletons. Actually, let's have her switch to her melee weapons. Alright, there's a bunch of skeletons. What is this? Alright, so Aloth went down. Sporelings are doing knockdown, yeah, okay. Yeah, what is that? He's blowing up. Alright. Oh no, it's not Aloth, it's Durance who's down. My cleric is down. That's even worse. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna do that, which is a little dazzle spell. Leaves them dazed. We know they can be dazed. Did we daze anyone even? Yep, he's dazed for 13 seconds. I'm happy with that. This thing is still going. Don't use, let's see, speed resist. So this fills him with dread. What does that do? Oh, frightened. Yeah, I don't know that we need frightened. And then what is this one? I think this drains endurance. Yeah, we don't need that yet. So my fighters are doing fine. It's just my ranged guys got completely rushed by dumb sporelings. I don't know why Cassian went around that way. Oh, he's confused again. No, he's not. What is he? Yeah, he's confused. Dadgummit, this confusion sucks. So he got confused and left, and then had a disengage attack levied against him. Which I guess that's what happens with confusion. Alright, use your little heal spell.
Damn it. We gotta take better care of Ella.
Oh, and you can also call in skeletons again.
Following your lead. Step.
Killed the dank spore with a critical hit. Nice work, Ader. Oh, even though he was dazed as well. You know, because when you're, I'm sorry, confused. When you're confused, you can either behave as normally, walk in a random direction, attack an ally, or do nothing. He behaved normally and got a crit and killed the dank spore. Alright, I kind of am okay with these sporelings because I don't think they're causing confusion. And you can know eventually, let's see, what would these be under? You start to fill in these little stats for what they do. Do I know anything about spoiling? Yeah, so those are bad examples. But for instance, if I look at where like whites and stuff, yeah, I fought a bunch of shadows. It tells me, you know, they have freeze ability. Yeah, here we go, what they're immune to. Like all this in the bestiary starts to fill in as you get more information. As you fight monsters, you get more information about them. Shoot. Alright, and the skeletons.
Following your lead.
Oh, you know what? Why do I still have you using your arquebus? Go to your sword. Hey, how did you get a third weapon set? Sweet. Does everybody have a third weapon set? No. It must just be something special. I'll have to look at his character sheet later. How much longer are you confused? 1.5 seconds. Alright, so let's go ahead and use... Whoops. No. Actually, could you get over here and deal with these trolls? No, you know what? Go ahead and deal with the sporelings. Okay, then you use your little second wind.
We got your back.
Alright, so my chanter went down, but the 3 skeletons are still over there. You use your second wind, and he's also got all sorts of little healing spells from rings. Oh, the sporelings are knocking them down. That's what sporelings do. Okay, well at least the skeletons are keeping the troll busy while trolls, plural. What was that? The troll critical hit the skeleton. Alright. Alright, now here come the trolls, dagnabbit. This is not gonna go well. Use that. And I'm pretty sure they both flanked. What's the flank symbol? Oh, neither of them's flanked. Oh yeah, he's flanked. I'm basically spending all his actions healing him as he takes damage. Yeah, so Cassian... Oh, shoot. Yeah, wow. Ah! I like, by the way, and this is an AI thing, these guys are stuck. There's some pathing issue where I'm only dealing with one sporling at a time, and then this guy's sort of going back and forth. So this is my saving grace here. And look, they don't even have orders. Like their little action boxes are completely empty. I guess they don't see me. Haha. Alright. Oh, what are these potions? Oh, shoot. You know, this was exactly the kind of battle where I should use potions. Scroll of Jolting Touch. Scroll of Tanglefoot. I'm guessing fire hurts both of them. Although, am I going to live long enough? I've got 8 endurance left. Actually, let's use the heal first.
Yes.
Shoot! Yeah, I didn't make it. All right. Actually, before I kill this Sporling, because I think he's messing up the pathing there, let's work on this one.
Hey.
Oh, Potion of Merciless Gaze, which does what? 15% of hits are critical for 60. All right, drink that. Is that how you drink a potion? Yeah, he's drinking it now. Is he drinking it? How do I know you're drinking a potion? Do you right-click on it? No, left-click, right? There he goes. He drank it. All right. All right, so now he's going to presumably do a bunch of critical hits. Yep, that's a critical hit there. Not a critical hit. Yeah, I should be dead. Look at these guys. Alright, whatever bug that is. Thanks, game. Displaced damage. Oh, yeah, I should drink that. Actually, what I really need is healing. Will this work? Minor regeneration. Heals over 12 seconds. Alright, we'll go ahead and drink that. Got 28 endurance left. This guy's almost dead. This is gonna be really cheesy if I win this battle. I'm taking a sip of espresso. Okay. Now I've freed up room for the troll to come kill me. Alright, this could be the death blow.
Not to alarm you,
Yep.
but I'm slowly dying of poison.
The cat, however, lived. I'll have you know. Alright, let's do a join for Request Wednesday, and then let's go try this battle again. Oh shoot, where did it save? I think it saved where the live stream started, probably. Yeah. It saves when you change levels. There's a quick save button, but I'm, as usual, remiss in using that. Let's see, which one? Yeah. Wait, no, not here. Shoot, that's the very beginning of the level. Oh, are you serious? That's the death penalty, especially when you forget to save. Yep, I guess that's it. Wait, when is this quick save? Oh no, this one's more recent. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. This is the one for the start of the stream. Lord Kosk, why isn't the cat attacking? He's just a pet. He can't attack, which I don't know why they give him a little banner with his endurance on it. Lord Kosk's story mode is looking better now. I don't think I'd play this for story mode, because I like the tactical combat. Alright, let's not fight those guys up there yet. Let's deal with this difficult one. So, we know the trolls are going to join. There are... Is it 2 of those dank spores, or just 1? Where's a narrow spot? If I could pull them back here. How far can you kite things in this game? Alright, well stand by. Let's do a drawing for Request Wednesday and see what we'll be live streaming on Wednesday first. And then we're going to come back and try to finish this battle. Alright, here is the list of votes for Request Wednesday. Here is randomresult.com. Let's take a look at what we've got. Total War 3 Kingdoms, a couple of votes for They Are Billions, which is sort of an indie version of Conan Unleashed, Unconquered. Unconquered or Unleashed? Unconquered, yeah. A couple of votes for Hob, which is a Zelda-y kind of game, right? Langrisser Mobile, as in a mobile game? Ugh. Speaking of ugh, oh boy. Sinking City, yeah, I guess that was a great live stream. Duck Helmet wants more of that. Hardcore Mecha, love the sound of that. Hitman 2, Outlast. What the heck is Outlast? Is that one of those like dopey horror games where you run around and things jump out at you? Oh, more votes for Hob. Did Hob get DLC something recently, or what's the sudden popularity of Hob? And then a vote for American Truck Simulator. What is Outlast? There's something called Outlive. Outlast. Or is that old thing that had David Bowie in it? Or that's Omicron, right? Outlast. Oh, yeah, that's like a walk around. I've actually played this. Walk around. Okay, so I guess I could load up a save or something, walk around and have things jump out. Outlast 2 is actually the more interesting one because they try to play more with the conceit of like found footage and looking through cameras. It seems like these people made Outlast and then they played the Fatal Frame games before they made Outlast 2. So, all right, here we go. The winner on request on Wednesday will be live streaming numbers 1 to 13. 1, Total War 3 Kingdoms, which I have installed and uninstalled several times. Like, okay, I'm going to finally look at this. Like, no, I need the space back. Okay, now I'm going to install it and look at it. No, I need the space back. So, all right, that means, Fredui, I might have to uninstall Guild Wars. Chris Marks wants to know if I watched Terry Gilliam's latest movie. I think that was canceled, right, Chris Markinson? There's no way it overcame the Gilliam curse. But no, I haven't seen it, Markinson. Do you recommend it? Did you like it? I'm scared. I'm afraid it's going to be a mess. I didn't like Zero Theorem, so that's my issue. So what is Langrisser Mobile is? Yeah, I don't know what that is. All right, so there's a dank spot. Oh, you can't kite these, of course, because they don't move. Oh shoot! Get out of there! Get out of there! All right, that was close. All right, what was that potion, just in case? I guess I put it in here. It was a potion of iron skin, so let's give it to one of my melee dudes. Actually, should we craft some food? You know, this is a perfect time to eat some food. What do I want to make? I haven't even made food yet. Plus 10 endurance and intellect. I think they all give you plus 10 endurance. Oh, no, they don't. Rawate cookies. Beef loaf. A bonus to might. I like the sound of that. But I actually have 4 ranged guys and only 2 melee guys, so I'd like something that helps our ranged guys. Constitution. Dexterity. Here we go. Does dexterity help ranged? No, reflex. It helps you dodge things. Action speed. All right, so I guess you get more actions, little time slices. What other food could we make? Speckleback jerky. Intellect and perception. Pfft. Stew. Dexterity and perception. Let's go for the dexterity. All right, let's craft this. I'm going to use half of my cocoa supply. This is sugar and fruit. All right. Wait, does each person have to eat one individually, or are they party level? I bet it's like a potion where everybody has to eat one. Oh man. Yeah, it's got to be. It doesn't make sense that the whole party would get the bonus. When you rest, your whole party gets a bonus. Why can't they share a meal together? Let's go. Where's the might one? Actually, Constitution will be good. All right, let's make 2 of these. No, we don't have enough cocoa. All right, there's our last cocoa. Here's the might one. We can make 2 of these. What is that? Oh, meat, right. For the beef loaf. All right. So let's go ahead and slot some of these. I don't think you need Tanglefoot. Let's put Iron Skin there for you. Oh, you've got nothing. Cast Tanglefoot. Do you even care? Here's another thing too: is you have volumes or grimoires, excuse me, with spells in them. I'm not real clear how this is supposed to work. Like, I could learn this. If you erase it from this grimoire, you won't be able to... I would love a fireball spell. Yeah, I haven't looked up how spells work. What is this one? Alright, I should probably look into that. Alright, what does everyone have? Okay, so where's all that food that I just made? I guess it's here, right? Where's my food? Those are quest items, not food. Those are ingredients. That's not food. It's food under potions. Oh, here it is, up here. My main guy got it in his inventory. Alright, so this is the dexterity bonus. Let's give this to Sagani. And this is a constitution bonus. And then these are... might bonuses. Alright, we're just gonna eat this stuff. And drop that back here and there. Alright, we'll have 300 seconds. I don't really have a sense for how long that is in the course of a battle. 6 minutes. Hey, that should be the whole battle, right? What is this? Oh, right. It's a pet. Actually, I kind of want to get that cat out of the way. Cat, you need to go in the stash for this battle right here. Later on, you can come back out and join us. What is this potion? Fleet feet. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Alright, alright, so first of all, you come up here and set a trap. Let's see if we can lure those trolls. Oh, you know what? Quick save. Alright, what sort of trap? Poison dart. I thought I had a fireball trap. I think I actually used that. Dart trap. Malignant cloud. Oh, raw damage. I like that. Raw damage, I think it's damage. It's not much, though. I think it's damage that just bypasses all damage resistance. But I like this hit on accuracy. How long does it last? Oh, no, that's for it to apply. I see, so it doesn't. Well, this looks dumb. I guess it just does a little bit of damage. Alright, fine. I mean, what does the poison dart do? Alright, let's do the poison dart trap. Wait, as opposed to what? What was this other trap? Here, take your stupid book. Poison dart. Oh, regular dart. Oh, I see. There's regular dart. And poison dart. Yeah. Can you poison a troll? What about a sporling? If I was a game developer, I'd let you poison them. Alright, so come up here. And let's set this right there. And somewhere up here, there are these trolls. But if I walk through here, these guys are going to wake up. Can I thread the needle? Who has that? Do I have anyone with stealth? I don't think I do. Stealth, 0. Stealth, 4. Oh. When did you get stealth? Oh, alright. Probably gave it to him. Oh, shoot. Okay, good. Wait, alright. Well, everything sees me. Alright. Ah! Okay, everybody run. Oh, shoot, and I didn't eat my food. I don't think you can eat in combat, by the way. How would that even work? Oh, I bet you have to put it in the quick use slot. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, it can't be changed in combat. Dagnabbit, I made all that delicious food. Alright, hold on.
Hey.
Alright, come here, put the trap up. Come on back here, and you creep up here, get ready to alert everyone. So the little thing, there's a yellow and then a red indicator will unfurl at his feet. Oh, also, I do want to do this. That, and that. Those are my combat dudes. Make sure I got that right. Ranged combat. Sweet. Combat, excuse me. I mean melee.
I'm here.
All right, so here comes that troll. So let's now make sure everybody gets their meal slotted in their little quick slot. Jolting touch, bulwark against the elements. It doesn't affect anything that's happening in this battle. So all right, put your silly little cookie in there. You, regeneration I want, displaced image, a bonus for deflect. Okay, yeah, I want that. And then this was the thing that gave me, oh yeah, extra crits. And then what is this junk? Goldratt shoe. Oh yeah, okay. Well, it actually looks kind of delicious. But you crash afterwards. All right, we're not going to use this yet. Let's go ahead and instead put this little beef loaf down there for you. All right, and then Sagani has these cookies. Blackson. Bonus to perception, defense, hit to dexterity. Why did I give her that? Actually, I'm going to drop that in the stash. Nobody wants that stuff. What is this? Caro Golan. Bonus to focus. So I found out focus is a stat that another class called Ciphers use. I don't think I have anyone with focus. Alright, so now everybody come on back here. Go ahead and let's have them eat their foods. You, and I just left click it.
Yes?
He's not eating it. Oh yeah, there we go. It's gone. Alright. And then you eat this beef loaf. And then you didn't get food. Sagani, you eat this delicious pie there. And does anybody have anything else they want to eat? These potion, Eldritch Aim. That's only 10 seconds. We're going to wait till battle starts. Look at this thing, by the way, that he got, that I found. Iridescent Scarab figurine. I can summon an Adra beetle. I'm not sure what that is, but you know, we'll find out. And did you have any potions that you wanted? No. And what things were you toting? Tanglefoot, whatever. Oh, we could use that on a troll. All right, well, let's assume the trolls.
You
oh, shoot.
can trust me.
Come on, bring the trolls over here. Dagnabbit. Oh, shoot. Now he's confused. Let's have them come over here. No, don't run. And then let's have them unstealth.
Great.
Alright, well, you guys get over here. It's just going to bring all those trolls and sporlings down on us. They're not there yet. Alright, confuse the poor little fox. So far, nothing else is coming, which is good. Sweet.
Certainly.
Okay, here they come. Oh man, look at all of them. Okay, Fox, you come around here. Alright, Sagani, let's do your little hunter's mark on that. Is that what the fox is attacking? Fox attack that. Yeah, we have the one troll coming in. Alright, Durance, come up here because he's going to do these little area effect things. Let's summon this Adra beetle just because I don't know what it is. I would actually love to roll a fireball. Maybe come over here and then we can get an angle on those guys. There's the Adra. Whoa, look at that guy. Sweet. Alright. Here comes both trolls. Alright. Hopefully this thing can't hit us. Alright, so Durance, let's get some of your buffs out there. This thing, yeah, damage reduction. Do that.
I'm away.
let's try to roll this fireball. This troll's again. Let's see what we can hit there. We got a troll. We got 2 trolls. Shoot, and now Durance. Dadgummit. There's just so many dudes over in this thing. Okay, here's a little blessing spell. Shoot, don't go after stupid trolls. Don't go after my ranged guys. Ugh. I don't like that. Alright, well, go to your sword. What's going on with you? You actually get away because you have the least armor. Yeah, you pull back there. Sagani, you're okay. Fortunately, nothing is confusing us. Alright, let's just let it run for a little bit. Oh, I know. Okay, so you... Displaced damage gives him a better defense. And what potions did you have? Iron Skin gives you better defense there. Alright. Alright, what other buffs can Durance give us? What is this? Holy Meditation, Concentration, and Will. I don't care much about that. What are these spells? Iconic Projection, a slow-moving, energetic projection of the priest's faith. It restores endurance to allies. Alright, we don't need that yet. And then Holy Power. Did I use this one? Defender, Beef, Zealous Endurance. I didn't use Holy Power. Let's do that. Wait, where does that go? Creates a zone of divine favor. Wait. Oh, so it's an aura. Alright, so good. So yeah, you're doing Holy Power. What's this beetle up to? Can I control it? Ooh, what is this? Shocking Blast? Yeah, use that, beetle. I don't think the beetle did much. Where's your Shocking Blast? I guess it just takes forever to get it going. There it goes. I don't think it hit anything. Alright, Durance is hurt, so let's get his little endurance buff going. You can actually kind of see him from his hat. Did he get knocked over? Alright, everybody's endurance is fine. This, No, actually, no, don't leave. Whatever you're fighting, keep fighting that. Oh, the fox. Look, the fox is helping him fight. Oh, good for you, fox. And I guess that means Sagani's attacking him as well. Alright. Oh! Alright, and let's bring in those skeletons. Although, do we have a corpse? Yeah, let's do the skeletons, because I just like the fact, I like having all these bodies absorbing aggro. Put the skeletons up there. See, that was not... Okay, there. There's only 2 sporlings left. I like that. Let's see, can I disengage one of my melee guys? You don't see any red lines to... Oh, no. Yeah, I don't see any red lines towards him. So I'm actually going to have him come down and attack this troll.
Yes?
And then you... Yeah, so he's engaged. I don't see any red lines there either. Oh, I see. The sporlings seem to be engaged with the skeletons. So I could leave if I wanted. But no, he's going to stay up there. That troll's almost down. That one too. Alright, do I have any other potions or anything I want to drink? Let's see, what are these? I forget these debuffs. Speaker to the restless. Oh, this is the thing that dazes people, right? Oh, frightens them. Which is what? Reduced accuracy by 10. I would even, okay, I like that. Let's do this. Can you frighten a troll? Yes, apparently you can. Look, it's frightened for 10 seconds. Haha, the troll's scared. Alright, so there's just this one sportling. Let's bring... No, actually, he is engaged with the sportling, so I'm not going to disengage. Let's get a free attack against him. Keep forgetting to use these little magic attacks. These are fun.
How may I help?
Sweet, he got a critical hit, right? Yeah, look at that. Thought I got a critical hit. No, maybe not. Someone got a critical hit. That's what that screen shake is. Okay, so you can go back to your ranged weapon. Work on the troll. Let's go ahead and use that on the troll. And then Sagani. And bring in the little fox.
Following your lead.
And I think we can recover this trap, by the way. Alright, somebody's way hurt. You do that. And then let's also have you.
Hey.
It's just down to the one sportling. And then we've got to take care of that dank spore over there. So I put that down to eating well. And then you come pick this up again.
The work of a moment.
So is that back in my inventory? Yeah, it is. Sweet. Alright, let's pick up one of these bits. Dank spores. Well, of course, and a troll skin. More dank spores, more troll skin.
Not a sound.
So you'll note we took some damage here. Oh, some damage here. I'm not that worried about it. We have 4 camping kits. But let's go ahead and finish this thing off. So I've got everyone selected. I'm just going to left click. People should do their own thing. We'll unstealth. Confusion reigns.
You're not getting through.
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean
You're
to do
not
that.
getting through me. I'm here.
And didn't even drop anything. Another one. Yeah, the problem is don't stand around in the attack range of these things. I think that's what killed me, was that confusion. Richard told these things do suck. I don't mind sporlings knocking me over, but when these guys cause confusion. Something else joins the battle, yeah. Got some confusion there. Seem to snap back just fine. Alright. I wonder if our food effects are still applying. It looks like not. No, wait, you didn't need anything. Yes, it's still applying. 136 seconds left. Oh, sweet. We're still juiced up on like cookies and beef loaf.
At once.
Use that while we can. Is there anything else here who wants to fight us? No. Alright, good. Stiletto and some bones. Alright, where do these stairs lead? Oh, back up to where I was. Okay. I don't think I've actually looked at this side of the little sewer.
I shall be discreet.
Wait, how did I miss that? Oh, I haven't been in there yet. Right, because I had to reload. Yeah, I came through here on this side, so I think if there's anything that was in here, I would have seen it. I did check this room out. Let's check out this door. So you just position everyone in front of the door. Pick one of your melee guys. Alright. Have everyone come in. Eorn. This small Orland man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make a rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted, and his clothing smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm. Don't know who this is or if I'm supposed to find him.
Gods keep you.
After a moment, however, he smiles weakly. Hello there, wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. He glances around the dim room. Alright, oh no, I do know who this is. Right, okay, yeah. So I do have a quest to find this guy. Let's first ask him about the catacombs. Haven't explored too much of it, to be honest, he says. Got lucky finding this little corner, but let me think. Well, the canal there, that's Grogan's Canal. It's the dwarf that planned the whole thing. It runs up through to Andra's Gift, spills out into the sea there. Right? Andra's Gift is like the seafront district. Otherwise, a lot of bones. There's the Warrens for people that couldn't afford better, but it's all flooded now. The fancier folks, they have their own resting places down here, drier places. The Dukes of the Deerwood are down here, actually, if you want to pay your respects. Oh, right, because they're dead. See, it's catacombs. What are you doing down here? I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around the catacombs much, not until you, anyway. I don't have stealth, so I can't do that. You'd be Eorn, then the Crucible Knights have put a price on your head. His mouth falls open, his eyes widen. After a few moments, he turns away, his brow furrowed. I thought they'd want to keep things quiet, at least. I didn't think they would. Very well, it's true, he says. I've been hiding from the knights down here, but it's not what you think. It's an accident. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I made the right friends, it'd get easier in time. And it did, really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. I forgot what he did. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements, of all things, to fight over. But this one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he had a little too much at the inn. And I guess he didn't like an Orland talking back at him. I struck him. He came towards me. I hit him. And he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Turns out he was a knight. The Crucible Knights won't care how it happened. They just want me gone. They won't let me live long enough to see the rope. Please. I just want to get out of the city. The second I can get money for passage, I won't trouble you again. I'll live quietly. But you can't. You can't tell him I'm here. Alright, so I am benevolent. So I guess I'm going to have to part with $300 to buy him passage out of Defiance Bay. Otherwise, it can be cruel. Or I can attack him. Okay, we're going this is the benevolent, lawful good playthrough. He stares at me in disbelief. But this is... His face twists as he struggles forwards. They said you're a kind soul, but I wouldn't have imagined. This will see me out of the city and well away. Check this out. I'm probably going to get a lot of XP. Watch this. I'm not sure I could ever thank you enough, but here, take this. I hope it's some use to you on your journey. Watch this. It's probably going to be some badass, super awesome magic item. Maybe a Vorpal Blade. Or a Hand of Vecna. Christy Gaines, by the way, on Twitch, just gave me 100 purple pyramids. Where do all those chickens go? You guys use those chickens, right? I also uploaded other emoticons that were made for me today, but they have to be approved. Christy Gaines, thank you so much for being in first place on Twitch. Hazy Silhouette, why is he reading us the game? Hazy Silhouette, that's what's going to happen. Rabbit fur gloves. Let's see what those are. So here is the... they're calling for the arrest... oh, right, there was a wanted poster I think I picked up. Then in the catacombs, I found him, right? I gave him enough coin. All right. So let's find out what these rabbit fur gloves are and how awesome they are. Oh, okay. Crit multiplier bonus. So basically, I think crits are plus 50% damage, so this would mean plus 60% damage? I mean, yeah, I'll wear them. Oh, shoot, did I have... Look at these gloves. Dadgummit, why didn't I use these before? I keep forgetting. Oh, no, these aren't the ones. Where's those? I thought I bought some flaming gloves. Yeah, these Forge Master's gloves. Why didn't I use those? He can use them 3 times, basically between camping, to summon this awesome flaming weapon. Does serious damage, critical damage multiplier, bonus to accuracy. You guys forgot to remind me about that. I spent most of my money buying these gloves for him, and you forgot to remind me to use them in the big battle. Oh, so the fur gloves, of course, I think we'll give that to Cassian. What is he wearing? Oh yeah, these heal him up a little bit. Let's give those to Durance. Actually, let's give those to Aloth. He keeps getting hurt. And then Cassian will wear these for a little crit multiplier. Alright, let's see then what this guy has left down here.
I'll see what I can find.
The wobbly little tent is barely standing. The queen that was and still is. Alright, so this is who I think I'm looking for. Dear sisters, you remember your first deliverance, when you strangled your first wrongdoer? Did you see the moment when life became death? Could you see the instance when your victim realized that Wodika forgets nothing? Wodika's the temple I'm looking for, the goddess, I think. When Wodika takes back her throne, will you face her with pride, knowing you've held to your own oaths, or will you be amongst the word breakers? Wodika teaches vengeance and memory, and while she's in exile, we must be her eyes and ears. That let no injustice slip from record. We must be the clenched fist that silences the lying breath. When Wodika takes back her throne, all the injustices that have slipped through the cracks of history will be righted. The villains hiding in plain sight amongst the innocent will feel the burned queen's choking grasp. Pray that you live to see the day when you will join our queen in this cleansing of the wicked. These Wodika people sound a little freaky. But know, my sisters, that we must be ready to see the end of our days without the return of our queen. There's all these dead gods here. There's this main god, Eothas, who's dead, and it looks like she's like a dead god as well. They keep losing their gods. They're pretty careless with their gods, it sounds like. We must be ready for the end of our days without the return of our queen. She will take back her throne, but it may be our daughters that serve the restored court. We must continue to live as we've always lived, hated by the other faiths, even though we place justice above our own well-being. At least the Empire of Adir will still hold our creed in proper esteem. It's a proper sign of respect that by imperial custom, our clergy must oversee a contract for it to be legally binding. Who else understands the value of remembering one's oaths than Wodika's faithful? And let us not count our current blessings, for we still enjoy the support of the Paladin Order of the Steel Garrote. They too understand society is built and broken by the oaths and rules of its people. Sounds like they're lawful evil. When Wodika takes back her throne, my family will know that I was right to commit my life to the exiled queen. When Wodika takes back her throne, the Strangler will stop being a story told to frighten our daughters, but a hero woven into parables that teach our children justice. When Wodika takes back her throne, she will bring her flawless memory with her. Every transgression, every crime, every injustice will be revealed. When Wodika takes back her throne, even gods won't be spared their due retribution. This is also worth 16 copper pieces, so we're going to take it. We can sell it later. That is one of the gods, right? Goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. Depicted as an old noblewoman bearing a broken crown on her head, said to have been once ruled over by other gods, but has since been overthrown. All right. Richard Holt says Tom loves lore. Let's see what's in this little cask over here. Oh, a camping kit. All right, so I'm doing this whole thing where I'm at my limit for camping kits. So we'll rest. And this you can set. Oh man, why does she have so many options? Look at that. So everybody else has options based on their survival stat, but for some reason, so we don't need the damage reduction because really she's not getting damaged when I'm doing well. So who do we think we're going to fight down here? Vessels, right? Because vessels are like undead. So we're going to give her a bonus to accuracy against that. And actually, you guys aren't getting hit either. this a good idea? Oh, well, Oh, no, 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 wait, no, you're a melee fighter. I thought they were in the order they were in my party. You... No? Okay. Alright, so once his survival goes up, you'll note he can then get movement. Eventually, he can choose the accuracy bonus. Oh, is it simply a matter of her survival being so high? Oh, it is. Okay, so she's got some crazy high survival because she's a ranger. That makes sense. Alright. So everybody can get that great list. You awake to see Durance, his staff held in both of his hands before him. A flame flickers at its top end, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in contemplation. He worships the, crazy god Megara, I think. He worships, the weird crazy god. Still, for all the light of the fire, your eyes can't focus on him. Perhaps it's awakening from sleep or a trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges. Everything except for the staff. He's astrally projecting a bit. The staff, he seems to be studying its engravings. As you watch, the engravings glow thinly red, like through the cracks of heat-suffused wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of his staff, and then they branch out in an intricate series of fiery veins, bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch, the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles that spiral again until they're arranged in a circle of their own. They pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent. And then suddenly, there's a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash, and you awaken again to see Durance in the same place, still holding his staff, but he's solid, real. He doesn't seem to have noticed you or reacted to what occurred. Alright, so I can talk to him about it. What is his deity? This one, Magrin. Goddess of war, fire, transformation, purification, consumption, and trials. That god made a nuke that killed another god. Wait, why haven't I... Oh yeah, now I can pick up the lockpicks and the camping kit.
Yes?
Smoldering files strewn with meager remains of a recent meal. Fish bones, a molded rind of cheese, blackened bread crust. Alright, so that's what's in here. So I'm guessing... I am going to go ahead and clear this out just because I am a completionist. And then we go through here to get to the next area. This will be very straightforward because these are just a couple of skeletons.
Quietly now.
Oh, so everybody's movement orders do cancel when they spot an enemy. Fair enough. I'm okay with that. Oh, wait, they're still hidden. Hold on. No, I want to exit scouting mode.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, look, everybody's stuck in the door. Oh, actually, they're shooting through the door. Alright. Although you seem stuck. Alright, let's get our ranged guys up here. Oh, come on, little dog. He's missing out on all the fun. Sorry, he's not a dog, he's a fox. Oh, he's stealthed, too.
I'm here.
Alright, what loot do we get? Right, just bones and whatnot. What loot from here? Crappy equipment we can sell. Oh, right, money. Happy to get money. Armor.
Certainly.
I think the skeletal wizard was in there, right? So this is now empty. Oh no, there's the skeletal fighter. We'll just do that. Look at the animation of him reloading the crossbow. That's pretty cool. He puts it down at his feet and he turns the little cranks. It's like when Katana reloads the arquebus. There's 3 different game speeds. There's slow, normal, and fast. When you enter combat, there's a setting where it automatically changes to slow speed. Peridot. Alright, so we have explored everything. Basically in this section, that was a dead end. So we're going to want to come over here.
You're quite friendly, aren't you?
Is there a way to track a character? Right click maybe? No, that brings up his screen. Hey, so what, is stealth binary or does it just affect detection radius or similar? Yes. Excuse me. Sorry, didn't mute that cough. That was rude. Stealth is... Where is stealth? It basically... There we go. Stinking allows you to gain or taking... It reduces your detection radius. And when you move your skill in stealth, he's got 0, whereas you'll note he's got 4. It determines how... Let's see, well, is there a longer tooltip here for stealth? There's not. Where did I see that about stealth? It determines how close you can get before something sees you. And it's kind of like a Metal Gear Solid game. When you're in danger of something seeing you, a little yellow circle fills in at your feet. And then when something is starting to actually see you and react, a red circle fills up. So it's binary in that you either have it or you don't, but you get warnings as you are losing it.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is a dead end. Oh, yes, there's something up here. Oh, no, it's not a dead end. Look there. More money. Okay, we can go downstairs, which we'll probably do in a minute. Let's check out what's over here. Markets is reminding me to use my potions, but no, you never use your potions. Skeletal fighter. If I was a game designer, I might put a bunch of stuff in here. Does it see me? It does not. Okay, so let's have him get better line of sight. Oh, yeah, see, he's seen now. Oh, whoops, put my melee guys there. And then my ranged guys, this should unstealth them, right? And unstealth them. Alright, so melee guys run up there, and ranged guys should do their own thing. So it's just the 2 skeletal fighters, which is really nothing to worry about. Poor dog can't even get in there. So one thing, let's actually look at this. How are you supposed to... There's a way you can set hotkeys. There was something about, like... Hotkeys, here we go. You can hotkey any ability by hovering the mouse cursor over its button and pressing the desired hotkey. Like a number? So what if I want this to be... Well, I'm actually using the numbers for control groups. Can I make that the, I don't know, Q? Oh, looky there. Huh.
I'm here.
So then what if I have someone else selected and I hit Q? So it looks like nothing. It looks like I have to have him selected. Yeah, okay, and you can see now under the cursor. Oh. I can see that being helpful. W into this knockdown. Haha, skeleton fell over. Poor dog waiting for a turn.
Certainly.
Okay. Ah, wizard, so let's peel him off to go after the wizard. Oh, and then this guy, so actually, dog, come over here. Deal with that, and we'll have Sagani use this little wounding shot to slow it down. And then use your hunter's mark. Excuse me, marked prey. Okay, and then use your... Where'd the wizard go? The wizard's back here. Let's see, can you... Yeah, there's the red line. It's kind of hard to see. So he can disengage safely. So I'm going to hit W, come knock that wizard over. No, wait, why did you disengage? Okay, whoa, 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 how did he get so hurt? Skeletal Wizard, Minoleta's Bounding Missiles, crits Kana for 31 pierce, alright. And then Thrust of Tattered Veils, I don't know what that is, and then these missiles. So I actually do know these missiles because Aloth has them. Those things there. Man, alright, well, go ahead and heal yourself up. Endurance, you get in there as well. Actually, what is he doing? Oh, he's using that. Okay, because I think I have him set on support. No, wait. Alright, Sagani, use that last wounding shot here. Actually, can we call in? I mean, why not? It's a bit overkill, but,
Following your lead.
skeleton on skeleton violence. Oh yeah, so it's saying the skeleton. Why are these skeletons always getting a weapon ineffective message? I can't even tell what they're using. Oh, and we have our beetle back, by the way. We wanted to bring that awesome thing into play, but not on this battle. Alright, have Itumak the fox come deal with that thing. Actually, let's have all of our ranged guys move up and take out this wizard, because this warrior is plenty engaged by these skeletons. That was easy. There we go. Let's see. Do y'all get the feeling Tom likes this? Christy Gaines, I do like this. Richard Holt claims it's the upswing of the chick parabola. So I don't. The chick parabola is more about a facet of AI in strategy games. Although I could see how it might apply to something like this. Like right now, there's a lot of cool stuff about learning the system. Oh shoot! Look at here, my stronghold. I forgot. Now has its merchant stalls. There's a lot of cool stuff about learning the systems and the characters, and I can see it getting tedious at a certain point because Christy Gaines says, God, he has a long way to go. Christy Gaines, I'm pretty sure that this is, let me show you. Look, I've explored all this down here. I've been to all these areas. Oh, I haven't been to Brackenbury yet. I've been to all these areas. I've been up here. Here's my castle. I just have to go over here, and then I've probably beat the game. Okay, yeah, so there's this, looks like an elf city. What is Twin Elms? I don't think I know anything about Twin Elms. I'd have to look at it. Oh, when I met Sagani, she was halfway between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. She had some clue about being halfway between the two trees and the lion or something. So I think once I go down here, I've beat the game. So, yeah. All right, Hexanaut just subscribed on Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Hexanaut. I appreciate that. For the second month in a row. Hexanaut, I think that means you get Tom Chicken icons. I believe. Don't hold me to that. Christy Gaines says a long way to go. Yeah, Christy Gaines, this could be a long walk. You know, I'm sure it's going to be, because it's like something like, it's like 18 hours to do this. So Christy Gaines, you're right. In-game time, it's probably going to be like 36 hours. But then once I go over here and visit these areas, there's probably a boss fight over here. And once I do that, I'm pretty sure I'll have beaten the game, and I'll get to move on to Pillars of Eternity too in no time. Christy Gaines, no, bless your heart, a long way. Which at this point is fine with me, but yeah, I rarely, I say rarely, never? I've almost never stuck with an epic RPG like this, at least not, you know, certainly back when things like Wasteland and Bard's Tale and Heroes of Might and Magic, you know, single, like Roman numerals, like 1, 2 were the only ones. Like early on in those, I stuck with longer RPGs. Well, Heroes of Might and Magic was always more of a, oh, Might and Magic, not Heroes of Might and Magic, regular Might and Magic. Those were like dungeon crawls. The Gold Box games, the Gold Box D&D games by SSI. Back in the day with those, yeah, I would see it all the way through. But contemporarily, I've almost never finished any of these things. I tend to just give up. So yeah, that might happen with this.
At once.
Alright, so we've explored over. No, here's an opening. Let's go ahead. What is this? Rite of Walking Shadows. Okay, so it's a stealth thing. +3 stealth. Unfortunately, my guy with a lot of stealth has no lore. He's too dumb to use scrolls. So Silver Loosh, so each of these is worth 3 copper pieces. There's 81 of them. So basically this is 243, not basically, exactly, this is 243 copper into my coffers. Oh, speaking of which, actually, so who wants that? Let's give that to, it's the elf. Let's go get another upgrade going on my stronghold. What do I want? So I guess the Western Barbican unlocks a whole bunch of stuff. But what, well, I need to rest. Oh, wait, oh no, I do have that one complete. Bailey. The Bailey houses various necessities for upgrading the stronghold selves. From keeping the stronghold self-sufficient. Building this upgrade will allow you to upgrade the grounds further. Towers. They stand high above the walls of the stronghold. Upgrading the towers grant you a perception bonus when you rest there. Interesting. A library. I like the sound of this. Grant a lore bonus. Lore lets you, I think, pretty much use scrolls. The barracks allows you to employ hirelings. Dungeons. Allow you to take prisoners. Okay, I'm guessing that's like story beat stuff. And this all this, okay, no. Warden's Lodge. Watches over the wilds. Upgrading will give you a bonus to survival. I think we're going to take this one. As well as provide access to the warden, who offers high-level bounties. Ooh, what are bounties? The Woodland Trail. Upgrading this allows a Constitution Athletics bonus. Ooh, Bright Hollow Hearth. Restoring yours may return. Oh, so it's basically another point of, what is this, prestige? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Bright Hollow Lab. We have a lab. Courtyard Pool. Okay, so these look like cool cosmetic things. I'm going to go with this lodge. Lord Kosk says this stuff seems like a huge money sink. Lord Kosk, I haven't seen, I mean, I've run into plenty of other, like, plenty of merchants selling cool magical equipment, and that seems like it could be a money sink. But at this point, I don't feel like I'm limited by having crappy inventory. Like, I've pretty much got a good weapon and armor for each of my characters. But yeah, definitely I can tell it's like a money sink. Leather armor. Not very helpful. Alright, so what do we got? Yeah, okay, so let's peek up here. I'm going to go ahead and go into scouting mode. Oh, shoot. See? That's exactly why... Everybody back up. What did that do? What the heck is that, even? Malignant cloud. Haha, and it missed us. We have one of those traps, I think. No, no, shoot! Oh, because Cassian's up front. He doesn't have any, like, mechanic skill. It grazed him. Yeah, so he took a fair bit of damage. I feel like I want to do this.
How may I help?
Because he's the guy with the highest mechanics skill. Actually, it's perception that we want, right? Mechanics is just disarming stuff. Alright, who has the perception? Who's on point? Perception 11, 12, 9, 14, 17. Of course the ranger should be up front.
I'm flattered.
Of course you put the ranger on point. Now, are our hotkeys based on position in the party, or are they based on who we selected? I'm hoping the latter, so let's try it. These should be all my melee dudes. Nope, it's position party. Dagnabbit. So this is the hotkey for positions 1 and 2. Actually, that's not a big deal. I just need to remember to put Sagani back.
Right.
Well, get away. Get back. Oh, that was another malignant cloud. It did hit Sagani. So you'll note, by the way, so look at this. 28 raw damage. Oh, that'd be so painful. But look at how much health she's got. 396. The problem is in battle, when your endurance drops, when you take damage to both endurance and health in equal amounts, I believe. I might have to look that up. And when your endurance goes down to 0, you're knocked out. And then when you wake back up again, this health right here, the health damage you take, is not healed up until you rest. The endurance heals up between battles.
I'm here.
So basically in battle, she can take 80 points of damage, but overall, she's got 396 hit points.
Got it.
But 80 points in any given battle. Alright, so somebody put a lot of traps between the... Alright, oh, Revenant. Helig of Thane. I don't know that I know who that is. They're green. Let's just uncloak. Sagani, you get back here.
I'm flattered.
Let's rearrange. Oops. A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under his breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head toward you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. I don't remember. You're Helig? Dalton sent me to look for Rowena. I thought I found Rowena. Okay. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart. Whoa, he's flashing us, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters a black, viscous fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool's still alive. I do hope he doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago. I don't remember what Dalton believes that Oh, okay. Who's Dalton? Dalton believes that Rowena is in the catacombs. I thought this is who I had to find. Okay, I don't know. Well, let's just say that. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Modred, I'll let you in on the secret. Okay. Alright, what do you need me to do? And who's Modred? When animancy started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. Worked at the Brackenberry Sanitarium for a few months when I met Modred. He spits a glob of black blood on the floor. Look, 372 XP. Let's just say Modred and I didn't see eye to eye. It got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously, that bastard made... Oh, I cussed, sorry. Obviously, that bastard made good on my threat. On his threat. Wait, what? Okay. He runs a jagged fingernail along his oozing wound. The bastard sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping and dumped my body in the catacombs. Okay. And so you used animancy to save yourself? Oh no. This is magic. Well, how is animancy not magic? And it took a great deal of rather timely preparation, I must say. Even so, it merely anchored my soul to this decaying husk. Nothing like the life that was stolen from me. He lets out a rattling sigh. And yet, you see what a little Engwithian magic can do. My mind is my own, my memory is fresh, and my work can continue. And Modred keeps all that is precious to him in a trunk in his laboratory, just as he stole my grimoire. He gives me a key. On your way to Brackenberry Sanitarium, then... Oh, on your way to Brackenberry Sanitarium, then, bring me the grimoire and my revenge, and you can have Rowena. I don't... Okay, we're going to have to remind me to look up who Rowena is and why. Yeah, Hazy Silhouette says, Quest we're dungeon crawling. I do kind of feel that way. Well, I kind of... Oh, yeah, what are you doing down here? Research, a hodgepodge of anomancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well as an abundant supply of subject. What are those creatures behind you? Just a few personal projects. Sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine. Their minds are not well maintained. Alright. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They're not half as intelligent, but they serve for amusement, he says as one stumbles into a desk. Alright, so what's this whole deal? I met Dalton, a retired adventurer in Copper Lane. He's been hearing the voice of Rowena, his lover and comrade who died at his side almost 60 years ago. Alright, I vaguely remember. Oh yeah, there were two reasons to go into the catacombs. One to find this guy's friend, and one to find a way to the Temple of Woedica. In his dreams, she wanders the catacombs beneath the city. He asked me to venture down there and search. Alright. So, the wizard who killed her will tell me where she is if I go get the grimoire from Modred at Brackenberry Sanitarium. Alright, we can do that eventually. Let's go ahead and see if there's any. If I can go through his drawers. Do you have any stuff in your drawers that I can steal? Tarnished locket. Yeah, it's worth 24 copper. And it's not marked as stealing, so... Helig, you didn't need that, did you? It's just for me to take, right? Guessing there's probably a lot of traps down here, too. Okay.
I'll scout our path.
Put her in front, put everybody in. Actually...
You just sent Itumak this time.
Wait, what did you say about Itumak? I love the little party dialogue.
I'll take a look.
A pistol. A little flintlock. Alright, so it's safe. Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait. So she just walked past without seeing... Ugh. How did you not see those traps? Why didn't I just go back the way I came? Oh my god, another one. Okay, this is a travesty. Oh dear. Okay, everybody, you know what? You guys just
I'm here.
go back this way. It's the worst.
Ready, Watcher.
Now everybody's hurt. Alright, well I guess we go down the stairs and camp. Or should I go back and rest at the inn? No, let's go down the stairs and camp. Richard Holt said that's some grade A scouting right there. You know what? I mean, there's no hurry. We're going back to rest at the inn. Actually, we could go all the way back to my stronghold and rest there. What is? I have a quest which is to find like this hidden waterfall. Is this? No. Here's finding the temple. Where's the other one? Okay, that's just a FedEx quest. Beat up some thugs. Another FedEx quest. There's something I'm supposed to do. I found the location of some, like, site. That's it. Yeah, okay, there's that guy. Alright, that's Sakani's quest. No, okay, so there's a place on the map where I found this location. I'm supposed to go here. But you know what? We're in town before we undo anything else. I am really good at scouting. I'm way better than the yahoos in my party who just stumbled into a bunch of traps. Oh, it's 8:06. Ah, I've been over 2 hours of playing Pillars of Eternity. So yeah, as I said, I think I'm... Okay, see this right here? So your character... Here, so I gotta get back there.
I'm flattered.
Your character's a
Ready,
watcher,
I'm here.
which means you can read souls. So if you go up, if you talk to people with these little gold... Oh, he's smoking. Alright, rated M. If you talk to people with these little gold plates, nameplates, this happens. You can reach out for a soul, and it gives you this little bit of backstory. I think this stuff was written by backers and has nothing to do with the game. So I was kind of assiduously reading that before, and I think I'm going to not do that anymore. Alright, the Goose and the Fox is the inn. So let's go to Brackenbury first. It's 12 minutes. Yeah, Christy Gain says, yeah, the Watcher powers are just dumb. Lord Cost says, yeah, I stopped reading those also. Kickstarter stuff like the tombs. Well, I'm glad you can skip it easily enough. Alright, Brackenbury has the Charred Barrel, House Dominel. These are like the Mafia. Place to first fires. And there's the Sanitarium. Goes to Andra's Gift. Hadrit House. Hadrit's a name I've seen. I think he's like a king from a long time ago or something. Alright, well, here's where we want to go. Let's see what this Charred Barrel is. I feel like it's a tavern and we should investigate. Ugh, loading screens. Marketson, have you seen Gloria Bell? Julianne Moore movie. I loved Gloria Bell, Marketson. It's a remake of, excuse me, I want to say an Argentinian movie. And part of the problem with the remake, Julianne Moore, Gloria Bell is basically an observation of how awesome Jillian Bell is one person. An observation of how awesome Julianne Moore is. There's a Lynn Shelton movie that opens, I think, next week with Jillian Bell. But yeah, I like Gloria Bell a lot, Marketson. And you should definitely see it. Heartless bitch. Alright, that's rude. Why are you saying that? Thristruan, a young elf dressed in gaudy robes. He seems ready to cast off. He picks at a heavily brocaded sleeve and continually adjusts the gold chain around his neck. He looks up at you. Did she send you to run me out of town? You can tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. I told Cyril I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you're here about, then save yourself the trouble. He puffs up his chest. I'm benevolent. I'm not after you, but maybe I can help. See? Lawful good playthrough? You always have to help people. Ugh. Cyril's a courtesan, alright. Alright, I am also honest. I think I'm honest, benevolent, and passionate. Those are the 3 things that I pick among. The game pretty much told me that. Okay, so running a scam on nobles using prostitutes, right? Anyway, we only split the bounty until a week ago. She takes a necklace off some noble. It's an Engwithian medallion, damn near priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan, but she won't part with it for any sum I could afford. And even if I wanted to, I can't go home without it. Why am I going to steal something for him? Sagani's brow furrows in pity. That's a hard thing. Wait, why does she care about that? You're both a couple of cheats, and you're finally getting what you deserve. Good riddance. Although, maybe like the medallion is a cool magic item. Tell me more about your situation. What do you want to know? What makes this medallion so important? I grew up in Irglanfath with the Shattering Spear clan. We Glanfathans have protected Ingwithan ruins for thousands of years. It's the one duty the gods asked of us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. Treasure hunters looted. Okay. So they're basically like the local natives that defend the ancient ruins. Alright. Okay. Since I'm lawful good, I shouldn't be helping these people. Okay. Still don't understand why you can't take your money and return to Irglanfath. Well, actually, do kind of understand. He wants the medallion. Yes, it makes sense to me. You know what? I don't think on benevolent and passionate, I think, are the things that my dude's supposed to be. So maybe I will see about getting it. I like his pitch that the medallion belongs in the ruins. So, all right. You'll find her at the Salty Mass. The only way anyone sees her these days is by paying. So you'll have to go through Maya. It's the madam, I think. But whatever you do, please don't hurt her. All right. Plus, we can, of course, just ignore that. All right, what else is going on here? Oh, look. We can go through these drawers. There's free oil there that nobody even wants. Oh, this is a theater. Sweet. Let's watch a play. Oh my gosh, it's way past 8. All right, well, that was 2 hours that went by quickly. Thank you guys for watching the Quarter to 3 live streams. Part 2, I guess. Maybe of many. Of Pillars of Eternity 1. On Wednesday, we'll be live streaming... What one? Hob? Oh, no. Total War 3 Kingdoms. All right, I got to go find probably, like, what is it, like 90 gigabytes of hard drive space. I've got that. And then we'll take a look at that on Wednesday. I've never played it. I think I booted it up once and looked at the campaign map and was like, yeah, I need to spend time learning this. So the time I spend learning this will be Wednesday starting at 6 p.m. Pacific. Join me then. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Cheers. Where's the thank you thing? Stand by. Wait, here we go. Wait, hold on. My timing. See you guys Wednesday.
I have no breath.
Excuse me? Sorry, what?
I have nowhere to go with this. It's too perfect.
You're literally glowing.
You've hit the level of perfection, and now I'm just...
You still my heart?
You've just come out of the water. You're fresh from the water. You're a mermaid. You're here.
How are you so fucking shiny?
Can you fetch me an inhaler? Because I can't breathe.
My eyes.
I'm physically unable.
Ow, my eyes hurt so bad from your beauty.
Excuse me, ladies.
Oh.
There's
Sorry.
a party to get to.